city sleeps beneath the haze. Neon signs reflect my gaze. Walking through the empty lanes, feeling lost inside the rain. Headphones on, the world fades out. Nothing left to think about, just the bass against my chest. The night is mine, forget the rest. And I drift into the dark, where the music pulls me apart. Slowly, slowly, let the shadows take me in. Let the deep house wash my skin. Neon shadows, midnight glow. Nowhere left, I need to go. Let the rhythm find my soul. Let the night make me whole. Neon shadows, hold me tight. I was born inside the night. Let the shadows take me in. The deep house wash my skin. Neon shadows, midnight glow. Nowhere left, I need to go. Strangers passing without sound, lost in places I have found. Every corner tells a tale, every heartbeat leaves a trail. Baseline hums like distant trains, washing out my silent pains. In the dark, I feel alive. This is where I come to thrive. Smoke and mirrors fill the air. Nobody knows that I am there. Just a shadow in the beat, just a pulse beneath my feet. And I drift into the dark, where the music pulls me apart. Slowly, slowly, let the shadows take me in. Let the deep house wash my skin. Neon shadows, midnight glow. Nowhere left, I need to go. Let the rhythm find my soul. Let the night make me whole. Neon shadows, hold me tight. I was born inside the night. Let the shadows take me in. Let the deep house wash my skin. Neon shadows, midnight glow. Nowhere left, I need to go. I don't need the morning light, I don't need to see the bright. All I need is this slow hum. Tell me where the bass comes from. Underneath the purple sky, let the frequencies run high. In this world of pulse and wave, the night is all that I crave. Deep inside the sound I fall, can't hear anything at all. Just the kick and just the bass, just the darkness I embrace. Shadows, deeper, let go tonight. The night, just breathe the bass, feel it. Hours pass like shifting smoke. Every silence starts to spoke. Through the frequencies I climb, lost inside the endless time. Cities blur and faces fade. I become the sound I've played. Nothing left but this slow drone. In the dark, I'm not alone. And I drift into the dark, where the music pulls me apart. Slowly, slowly, let the shadows take me in. The deep house wash my skin. Neon shadows, midnight glow. Nowhere left, I need to go. The rhythm find my soul. The rhythm find my soul. The night make me whole. The night make me whole. I left my keys on the kitchen table, walked out the door while I still was able. The moon was low and the road was long. I had nothing left but this fading song. Couldn't sleep, so I hit the pavement. Found my peace in the late night statement. Every step a little bit slower, every breath as the night grows colder. Something's pulling me far from here, into the frequency, disappear. Ghost light burning on the avenue. I am nothing but a residue, floating through the static in the haze, losing count of all these hollow days. Ghost light flickering, don't let me fall. I am everything and nothing at all. Pull me under, pull me to the floor. I don't need a name anymore. Coffee shops with the neon open signs, strangers tracing all their invisible lines. A woman laughs by the laundromat door. I keep walking like I've been here before. There's a DJ playing 3 floors up. The bass bleeds down like it can't get enough. Fills the cracks in the old stone walls, fills the space where the silence falls. Old man sitting on a concrete step, nodding slowly like he's got no regret. Maybe he found what I'm looking for. Maybe peace lives on the basement floor. Something's pulling me far from here, into the frequency, disappear. Ghost light burning on the avenue. I am nothing but a residue, floating through the static in the haze, losing count of all these hollow days. Ghost light flickering, don't let me fall. I am everything and nothing at all. Pull me under, pull me to the floor. I don't need a name anymore. I've been running from a version of myself. Let my memories collecting dust on a shelf. But the night don't judge and the beat don't lie, and the bass keeps moving even after I die. There's a truth inside the low frequency, something ancient, something meant for me. Not a god, not a dream, not a distant shore, just a pulse that keeps on asking for more. And I give it everything I have left, every scar, every silence, every breath. In the dark I finally understand. I was never lost, I was just unmanned. Ghost light avenue, residue, just static. Breathe, no name, just sound, let go. The city starts to blur around the edges, people sleeping on their window ledges. I'm still here moving through the grain, never once complaining about the rain. There's a beauty in the broken pavement, there's a sermon in the bass displacement. Every crack is just a line of grace, every shadow has a resting place. Something's pulling me far from here, into the frequency, disappear. Ghost light burning on the avenue. I am nothing but a residue, floating through the static in the haze, losing count of all these hollow days. Ghost light flickering, don't let me fall. I am everything, nothing at all. Pull me under, Digital numbers glowing blue. 417 and nothing new. The city's breathing through the blinds, while sleep escapes my restless mind. The ceiling fan turns slow above, like it's forgotten what it's for. And every shadow in the room feels longer than the night before. The apartment's quiet as the moon, the world's asleep too soon. Only distant traffic flows like a river nobody knows. I walk barefoot across the floor, past photographs behind the door, faces frozen years ago from lives I barely seem to know. The refrigerator softly hums like a song that's half become part of the silence, part of me, part of the strange insomnia sea. No messages, no calls tonight, just empty screens and city lights. 4:17 a.m. again, alone with thoughts I can't defend, watching darkness slowly bend into a night that doesn't end. 4:17 a.m. tonight, everything feels amplified. Every memory comes alive in the hours I cannot hide. I step outside onto the fire escape. The summer air hangs heavy and late. Thousands of windows shining dim, each one carrying life within. Somebody laughs 3 blocks away, somebody leaves, somebody stays. Somebody's falling into love while satellites drift above. The world keeps moving without me, ships crossing distant seas, planes drawing lines across the dark like signatures without a mark. No destination, no grand design, just passing through the state of mind. 4:17 a.m. again, alone with thoughts I can't defend, watching darkness slowly bend into a night that doesn't end. 4:17 a.m. tonight, everything feels amplified. Every memory comes alive in the hours I cannot hide. Maybe the night knows things the daylight never brings. Maybe the silence speaks to the parts of us that think too deep. Maybe these sleepless hours have their own hidden powers, a space between the noise and rush, where everything becomes enough. The sky begins to change its shade, not quite dark, not quite day. A deep blue stretching overhead where all my scattered thoughts have led. The city starts to wake below, slowly, softly, row by row. Bakery lights, delivery trucks, morning finding its own luck. And somehow in this fragile hour I don't feel weak, I don't feel lost, just present in the in-between, when nothing's exactly what it seems. The worries that seem so immense lose a little consequence as dawn arrives without a sound and paints new colors on the ground. Salt air drifting through the breeze, black water stretching endlessly. No engines from the crowded roads, no flashing signs, no overload, just distant lights along the shore, growing smaller than before. A paper ticket in my hand, no destination fully planned, just needed somewhere far away from everything I knew today. The deck is quiet, cold and wide, with only ocean by my side. A couple talking near the rail, their laughter carried by the gale. The coastline slowly disappears, along with noise and borrowed fears. And for the first time in a while, I feel the night begin to smile. No messages, no demands, only waves and open plans. Midnight ferry crossing seas, carrying forgotten dreams. Somewhere between then and now, I finally breathe somehow. Midnight ferry through the dark, following no certain star, just moving where the water leads, far beyond what I believe. The captain speaks but I can't hear, his words dissolve into the air. The ocean answers in return, with lessons nobody can learn. Moonlight scatters on the tide like shattered mirrors, side by side. Every wave becomes a line, connecting places left behind. A musician near the stairs plays a melody for no one there, yet somehow every note remains floating softly through my veins. No schedule, no race to win, only currents pulling in. Midnight ferry crossing seas, carrying forgotten dreams. Somewhere between then and now, I finally breathe somehow. Midnight ferry through the dark, following no certain star, just moving where the water leads, far beyond what I believe. Maybe freedom isn't land, maybe freedom isn't plans. Maybe it's the space between who we were and what we've seen. Maybe every wave that breaks takes a little weight away, leaving only what is true under skies of silver blue. The shoreline's gone, the world feels small, nothing to chase, nothing at all. Only the rhythm of water and sky, only the feeling of passing by. Hours later, still awake, watching moonlit patterns break across the endless open sea, like someone drawing over me. The horizon has no shape, no borders left for me to trace, and all the things I used to hold feel lighter than they did before. I don't know what waits ahead, or what remains of things I've said. But for tonight, that's perfectly fine. The ocean borrowed all my place to begin. The ferry glides into the bay, and the night gives way its shape, while the ocean keeps the sound of where I was never found. Old arcade, buzzing low, flashing lights and faded glow. Coins fall into metal trays, echoes of forgotten days, dust on screens that used to shine, frozen in a different time. Somewhere between now and then, I step inside it once again. Neon cabinets lined in rows, where nobody really goes, except the ghost of younger years, still laughing through invisible tears. A racing game still half alive, where broken pixels try to drive. A high score nobody beats, stuck in looping broken beats. The air is thick with melted sound, like memories that float around. Each machine a frozen door to versions of me before. No rush tonight, no real aim, just falling back inside the game. In the arcade of broken time, every light still feels alive. I'm just chasing what I knew, inside these colors glowing blue. Arcade hearts in endless spin, where the past is drawn within. Every sound a faded dream, running through the silent screen. A basketball machine still counts the same old numbers, same amounts, while laughter fades into the wall, like echoes that don't age at all. Pinball rolling through the night, metal thunder flashing light. Every tilt feels like a sign of something I left behind. A vending machine hums slow, like it doesn't wanna go, just holding sugar wires and glow, guarding memories below. No future here, no clear design, just looping through a fractured line. In the arcade of broken time, every light still feels alive. I'm just chasing what I knew, inside these colors glowing blue. Arcade hearts in endless spin, where the past is drawn within. Every sound a faded dream, running through the silent screen. Maybe time never moves on, it just changes what went wrong. Maybe everything we lose still stays hidden in the fuse. Every beep, every tone feels like something I once owned, calling softly through the dark from a place I left apart. Coins fall slow, lights stay low. Nothing new, just deja vu. I sit inside a plastic chair, as if I never left this air. And for a moment I'm small, no responsibilities at all, just pattern motel sign still flickers, red and green through desert mirrors. Wind is dragging dust and heat across the empty midnight street. One suitcase, one tired soul, no map, no final goal, just a room with numbered light and silence stretching through the night. The key card scratches through the lock like it's been waiting here to talk. Room 17, a faded door that's seen 1,000 lives or more. The TV hums with no signal tone, like it doesn't want to be alone. Curtains dance with broken air, like something almost standing there. The bed is stiff, the carpet worn, like every dream that got torn from travelers who passed through and left their ghost in shades of blue. No names to call, no place to stay, just passing through another day. The motel under fading light, I lose myself into the night. Every wall remembers more than anyone who walked before. Motel dreams and static sound, where lost directions circle round. I don't ask where I should be, the night decides instead of me. The ice machine outside still cries like it never really dries. Coins and echoes drop below in a rhythm nobody knows. A couple arguing down the hall, then silence swallowing it all. Somebody laughs behind thin walls, then disappears before it calls. The vending lights glow soft and pale like broken stories they won't tell. Chocolate bars and fading glow of lives I'll never fully know. No names to call, no place to stay, just passing through another day. At the motel under fading light, I lose myself into the night. Every wall remembers more than anyone who walked before. Motel dreams and static sound, where lost directions circle round. I don't ask where I should be, the night decides instead of me. Maybe everyone who stayed left a little piece they made inside the cracks of plaster walls where memory softly falls. Or maybe I'm just passing through like every shadow I once knew, a borrowed moment temporary inside this glowing inventory. Time goes numb, nothing new, just deja vu. Morning never feels too close, like it doesn't want to expose what the night was hiding here in layers of forgotten fear. I sit beside the window frame and wonder metro station deep below, where daylight never seems to go. Towers echo every step I take, like the ground itself might break. Fluorescent hum of frozen air. No rush, no crowd, nobody there. Just distant trains I never see, passing through reality. I sit alone on metal seat, listening to the tunnel beat. A voice announces nothing new, just names I barely ever knew. The platform breeze and rhythm sound like something sleeping underground. Graffiti stories on the wall of lives that rise and slowly fall. A coffee cup left on the bench, still warm like someone had to run, but left behind a trace of day before the night had won its way. No direction, no demand, just the rhythm under them. Deep below where silence glows, the underground still softly flows. Every soul that passes through leaves a shadow made of blue. Metro nights and tunnel sound, where forgotten lives are found. I don't know where I belong, but the train keeps moving on. The escalator moves in loops, like it's trapped inside its truth. Reflections multiply and fade in glass and steel and shades of gray. A stranger stands across from me, eyes like distant memory. We don't speak, we just exist in parallel lines of mist. Announcements crackle, fade to low, like secrets we will never know. The map is glowing overhead, but every route feels misled. No direction, no demand, just a rhythm under land. Deep below where silence glows, the underground still softly flows. Every soul that passes through leaves a shadow made of blue. Metro nights and tunnel sound, where forgotten lives are found. I don't know where I belong, but the train keeps moving on. Maybe every line we write is just a thought we cannot hide, and every stop is just a door. Two versions of us before. Maybe nothing here is real, just the echo of a field that lingers long after we leave, in the spaces we believe. Lights flicker, time gets thinner, steel and air everywhere. Finally a train arrives, like it's borrowed other lives. Doors open, swallow the light, then vanish back into the night. I hesitate, I don't know why, like I'm not ready to decide if I should go or stay behind, inside this slipping state of mind. The platform empty, slow and deep, like the city starts to sleep, and I remain the only spark inside this endless and let the ground dark. Deep below where silence glows, the underground still softly flows. Every soul that passes through leaves a shadow made of blue. Metro nights and tunnel sound, where forgotten lives are found. I don't know where I belong, but the train keeps moving on. And if I never find the light, I'll stay inside this moving night. the sleeping streets, on a rooftop where silence meets the edge of wind, the edge of light, between tomorrow and the night. Neon signs far down below, blinking like they're breathing slow. And I stand where nobody calls, above the city's restless walls. A broken chair, a rusted rail, a distant siren starts to wail. But up here it feels far away, like it doesn't know my name today. Wind is carving through my coat, like it's writing down a note. Only I am meant to hear something honest, something clear. The skyline bends in glowing lines, like it's melting through the time. And every building starts to sway, like it's learning how to pray. No ground to hold, no crowd below, just open sky and letting go. Rooftop lights and city air, I lose myself without a care. Every heartbeat feels alive in the height where I survive. Rooftop nights and distant glow, where only quiet feelings grow. I don't need a reason why, I just stay up in the sky. Someone laughs from far beneath, but it feels like another world beneath, like I'm not part of what they know, just a shadow in the glow. A plane cuts through the silver sky, like a thought I cannot tie to anything I used to be, or anything that looks like me. I lean against the cooling wall, listening to nothing at all except the wind that comes and goes, like it knows what nobody knows. No ground to hold, no crowd below, just open sky and letting go. Rooftop lights and city air, I lose myself without a care. Every heartbeat feels alive in the height where I survive. Rooftop nights and distant glow, where only quiet feelings grow. I don't need a reason why, I just stay up in the sky. Maybe every height I climb is just a way to stop the time, to pause the noise, to feel the space between the chaos and the grace. And maybe falling isn't fear, maybe it's the moment clear, when everything becomes the same and nothing calls me by my name. Wind speaks low, lights below, far away, fade away. The night grows softer, almost thin, like it's letting morning in. But I don't move, I don't resist, I let the moment coexist. Between the dark and breaking blue, there's something I can finally view, a version of me I never knew, floating quiet, passing through the city. Hum becomes a song that I've been hearing all along, but only here above the sound do I feel truly unbound. Rooftop lights and city air, I lose myself without a care. Every heartbeat feels alive in the height where I survive. inside the night. Late night radio starts to fade between the static and the shade. Somewhere beyond the broken dial, a voice returns after a while. The signal drifts across the air, like it remembers I am there. And every wave becomes a sign from another place in time. I sit inside an old car seat, parked where city and silence meet. The dashboard flickers pale and green, like it's showing something unseen. A highway stretches out of sight, cutting through the restless night. But I don't drive, I just remain inside this loop of sound and rain. The speakers breathing ghostly tones of forgotten telephone songs, and every word that slips through sound feels like it's not from this ground. No station clear, no voice defined, just fragments lost in hum and time. Midnight radio, don't let go. Carry me where I don't know. Through the static, through the haze, through these endless sleepless days. Midnight radio in my mind, playing echoes left behind. I don't need to understand, just let the signal take my hand. Somewhere a song begins to break, like it's more than it can take. Melody dissolving slow into frequencies below. I remember places I've never been, faces I've only seen within, like memories I never lived, but somehow still exist. The windshield gathers soft blue light from satellites that cross the night, and I feel less alone in here with voices disappearing near. No station clear, no voice defined, just fragments lost in hum and time. Midnight radio, don't let go. Carry me where I don't know. Through the static, through the haze, through these fades into the night, but I still hear it out of sight, like somewhere deep inside the dark. The signal never lost its spark. Steam rising from the subway grates, city breathing as it waves, wet streets glowing under light, like veins of silver in the night. A bakery opens far too late for people who can't sleep or wait, and I just walk without a plan, through echoes only silence can. Umbrellas passing left and right, like drifting shapes in blurred out light. Reflections ripple in the road, carrying every heavy load. A man stands still beneath the sign, staring at a broken line between what was and what will be, and what he'll never get to see. Taxis pass like shooting sparks, through intersections turn to art. Every horn becomes a tone in this strange orchestra alone. No rush to go, no place to be, just falling into the city. Rain light city, hold me slow through the places I don't know. Every drop becomes a sign that I am still alive in time. Rain light city, don't let fade all the moments you have made. I don't need to understand, just let the night take my hand. Neon leaking from the bars, spilling onto parked cars. People laughing through the glass, like memories that never pass. A saxophone begins to cry somewhere underneath the sky, and suddenly the whole street feels like something deeper, something real. I stop beside a glowing store where nothing looks like before, and watch the world dissolve in rain, like it's forgetting every name. No rush to go, no place to be, just falling into the city. Rain light city, hold me slow through the places I don't know. Every drop becomes a sign that I am still alive in time. Rain light city, don't let fade all the moments you have made. I don't need to understand, just let the night take my hand. Maybe rain is just a way to wash the edges of the day, to blur the lines we used to trust between what's gone and what's us. And maybe walking through the storm is just a way to feel reborn, not as someone new or bright, but softer inside the night. Drip, drop, light, city breathes tonight. No escape, just shape and fade. The storm begins to slow and thin, like it's letting quiet in, and everything feels more aligned inside this soaked up state of mind. Sidewalks shine like liquid glass, reflecting everything that passed, and I can't tell if I am real or just the rain I'll stop to feel, but I keep walking anyway, not looking for a place to stay, just moving through the fading glow of everything. I'll never know gates and no one then. Only monitors still awake, and footsteps I cannot shake. Conveyor belts still softly move, like they're searching for a groove. Between departures and delay, and people who got lost on the way. Glass reflections on the floor show a version of me more than just a traveler passing through. But someone nobody ever knew. A boarding call that never lands, echoing through empty stands, like a promise made in vain, repeating softly in my brain. A janitor pushes light and slow through corridors that never know what it means to be alive, only to function, to survive. No destination clear, no voice to hear, just waiting here in suspended air. Terminal nights I drift alone, between the known and unknown. Every gate becomes a dream, nothing ever as it seems. Those terminal nights I fade away in this endless in-between state. I don't run, I don't resist, I just exist inside it. Screens aglow in departure blue, listing cities I won't go to, flights that leave without a sound, places I've never found. A suitcase sits beside the chair, belonging to nobody there, like it learned to wait for me in the space of memory. Announcements crackle soft and low, like they're not sure where to go, and time dissolves into the hum of everything that's come undone. No destination clear, no voice to hear, just waiting here in suspended air. Terminal nights I drift alone, between the known and unknown. Every gate becomes a dream, nothing ever as it seems. Those terminal nights I fade away in this endless in-between state. I don't run, I don't resist, I just exist inside it. Maybe waiting is a place where we lose and find our face, where the world forgets to spin and something else begins within. Maybe every delay is right in the silence of the night, teaching us to just exist in the beauty of the mist. Lights dim, low, low, footsteps slow, time stands still. No will. Outside, planes cut through the sky like questions no one asks why, leaving trails of silver dust in a world that's lost its rush. I sit and watch them disappear without regret, without fear, because somehow in the space I found a quiet place. Not arrival, not departure, just a fragile kind of structure built from moments held in air that don't belong anywhere. Terminal nights I drift alone, between the known and unknown. Every gate becomes a dream, nothing ever as it seems. Those terminal nights I fade away in this endless in-between state. swatches and